got a reason to raise my hands. I got a reason to live. I got a reason to do my dance. I like to do it like this, like this. Why can't we all just do it like this?
Hello, hey y'all. Okay, I know you are probably wondering why I'm having a whole dance party at the doctor's office by myself alone. I'm gonna explain that. However, before I explain that, before I get to that, I kind of want to let you guys know up front what this video is going to be about. So in my last video that I uploaded, I talked about me having immunotherapy for the 3rd time. So in this video, I want to jump ahead to me having immunotherapy for the 5th time. I kind of want to make sure, you guys know the journey of the immunotherapy, the side effects, how I felt. So I'll recap that for you in this video. Also, I want to tell you guys about a procedure that I had called a tissue punch. I had never had this procedure before, and so I kind of want to update you guys on what tissue punch is, why I had to have it, and then I want to let you guys know the results of what the tissue punch test came back and said, okay? And then I talked to you about why I was having a whole dance party inside the doctor's office from the video that you just saw, okay? All right, so jump right into it. Immunotherapy. Okay, so just like I said in the last video that I uploaded, you saw that I had immunotherapy for the 3rd time of the 9 rounds of prescribed immunotherapy. Jump forward 2 months, which is around the November 2022 time frame of me having the 5th round of immunotherapy of the 9, absent of chemotherapy. During this 5th time, I still had the same side effects as I had in the 3rd round, which was nausea, stomach cramping, and low appetite. So I still kept those same side effects. They only still lasted a couple of days after the treatment. However, I would say that they did intensify. So like with each round that I had, the immunotherapy would intensify a little bit more each time. Okay, so that's that. But the good thing is it didn't last too much longer. Like still lasted just like a couple of days. So if I had immunotherapy treatment on a Friday, then that Saturday and Sunday is when I kind of really felt those side effects heavy. And then by that Monday, they would kind of subside and go away. So that's that, right? And then that's how the immunotherapy went for the 5th round from the 3rd round, okay? And so now I want to talk to you guys about tissue punch. So I had a procedure called a tissue punch. I had never had it before, so I didn't quite know what it was, but here's the reason why I had it. So I was having like this circular discoloration on my breast. It was probably like the size of a nickel, and it was like a discoloration that was on my breast, and it wasn't a bruise because I didn't bruise myself. And no matter what I did as far as like keeping it moisturized, it wasn't fading away. So it was time for me to have an appointment with my breast specialist, and I decided to bring it to his attention. And when he saw it, as a safety precaution, he decided to do something called a tissue punch, right? And what that is it's like a little hole puncher, I would kind of call it. And they kind of put it over the area of where the skin discoloration was, and it kind of just took a real quick tissue sample. So it's like a and it's it's almost like you pricking your finger. It's like real quick, but they get the sample, right? That's kind of how it was. It was so quick, and it was basically painless to me, but that was because they did a local anesthesia. So they did like a little lidocaine and numbed up that area, and before I know it, it was all over. And so the actual machine actually pulls a piece of your tissue, pull a piece of your skin off, and savors it inside of like a little tube, and then they send it off for testing. So that's what they did. I had a little discoloration. They did the tissue punch, sent it off for testing, and when the test results came back, it came back to be nothing. It came back to be nothing, right? It came back as normal tissue. It didn't explain why the tissue was discolored or anything like that, but it was normal tissue. So I was excited. I was ecstatic. Of course, happy to hear that, that I just let go of, it being discolored. And I was just happy to know that it was nothing. Now, why did I tell you that? I told you that just because I know that sometimes when we're going through a journey, and we may notice little odd things about ourselves or throughout the journey that we didn't notice before. And sometimes it can, cause a little alarm. But once the test results come back, it's nothing. And I just say that to say sometimes a thing is just a thing. It doesn't always have to be something wrong or, something to investigate. It's worth looking into, but it's not worth, of course, worrying about. So this was just a thing. And I wanted to just share that with you all because sometimes, like I said, a thing is just a thing. Okay? But however, if you ever have to have a tissue punch in the future, you'll know what it is because I didn't initially know. Okay? All right. So that's that. Now, why I was having a whole dance party inside the doctor's office. Okay, so I was recommended to go see a radiologist. Went to see the radiologist on that day. He did an exam. He let me know that, the skin looked fine. He looked at my results of my MRI, saw that the tumors were removed, and he kind of went over that the tumors, the chemo and the immunotherapy worked very well together to shrink those tumors, and they were removed. And so his recommendation to me at the time was he was not going to say that I needed radiation. And I was ecstatic. And when he left out the room, I had a whole little dance party all by myself, which you get to witness because I just was so excited. I was so excited and happy that I did not have to have radiation. So I definitely wanted to record his opinion that he gave me at that time and share that with you all. Share my little celebration inside the doctor's office of me celebrating what he had told me. So that is why I was having a whole little dance party all by myself inside the doctor's office from what you saw. Okay? All right. So that's it. I kind of did the whole little recap. Immunotherapy, 5th round. Same as kind of like the 3rd round. Stuff did intensify. Tissue punch. Okay. No, nothing to worry about. Tissue came back normal. Dance party. I can dance a little bit when I get good news. I know how to dance. Okay? All right. So that's it. I just wanted to share that update with you all. Just kind of make sure I keep you in the know about how the journey is going, how it went, and just so you'll know. Okay? All right. So as always, I thank you for coming on this journey with me. I really appreciate y'all, and I really know that this journey is helping somebody, and it will help somebody. But like I always say, though, to God be the glory. To God be all the glory. All right? Thank you, guys. I love you, and see you next time.